What is up, my Lorcana Goons, and welcome back to the Lorcana Goons channel. You're watching the Quest with a Guest podcast. Every week we sit down with an Illuminator to talk about the game of Lorcana. This week we sit down with a good friend of mine, fellow content creator Y Breezy, who has been supporting the Lorcana Goons dream and channel since the very beginning. He's an admin in our Lorcana Goons Discord. He streams every Tuesday and Thursday and hosts his own Lorcana show on Twitch called Lorcana After Dark. He's the Cusco King. He's very passionate about the game and the community, and today we're going to talk about how he's going to prepare for DLC Vegas, which is going to be his second Disney Lorcana challenge. We're also going to play a three-way game against me, him, and Zach, and we're going to see who wins in this first ever three-way Quest with a Guest match. So if you want to see some cool multiplayer games and get some tips on how to play at your next Disney Lorcana challenge or big tournament, then be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned to Lorcana Goons for more. What is up, my Lorcana Goons, and welcome back to the Quest with a Guest podcast. On this week, we're going to be hanging out with my boy, Y Breezy. He's been a huge supporter of the Lorcana Goons channel and the Goon Squad movement. I really want to say what's up. Introduce yourself, Breezy.
Well, my name is Y Breezy. I host a little goofy show called Lorcana After Dark on Twitch. We chat about everything related to Lorcana and everything not related to Lorcana. Because just to give the community more than just a card game, just talk about everything we love and share the love and the positivity that this community has so much of, really.
I'm here with Zach Stone. Zach, how are you doing on this week as we prepare to head to DLC Vegas this weekend?
And I'm hyped for Vegas. I'm still like in the testing the waters with a couple different lists of the deck that I have decided on right now. But we're there. Kevin and I are both going to be out there on Thursday, and we're gonna have some fun Vegas activities, get some good content going, and get some good games in. And Friday, definitely come say hi to Kevin and I. We're gonna have merchandise, stickers, accessories, all that. We're excited to hand some out and get to meet some of you fellow goons. It's gonna be an awesome weekend. So yeah, I'm really hyped. Oh, in the hand. In the hand. There we go. The effects in the bag. We'll take it out and resolve it how we'd like.
Stickers in hand, please come say hi to us. Breezy too. I'm sure Breezy's gonna be more than willing to say hi to everybody that recognizes him from the Lorcana After Dark show that he does on Twitch. He streams it on Twitter too, and all that. And Y Breezy, you're pretty popping on Twitter. Like you got the Lorcana community on there. Pretty hyped up.
I just say loud things, man. I just say loud things, and people kind of tag along. It's kind of the experience. It's beautiful. I like to talk about my boy Cusco, and everything else kind of comes along with it. And it's just been a great journey, and I'm going to run at you guys when I see you guys in Vegas. It's going to be a blast. Cannot wait to just meet everyone. It's just so fun. I went to my first DLC Toronto, and now I can't stop not wanting to go. It's just one of the best experiences you can do if you like this game and can't afford to go. It's just so good.
Yeah, I know you were just telling me that your Toronto experience, you said you had fun, obviously, but it did fall a little short because you had a flight situation. So that sucks. That was your first DLC. You want to explain a little bit what happened?
Yeah, so I kind of want to. It's a long story. The Breezy DLC journey is a long, fun journey that has gone through a lot of it.
Yeah, you've tried to go to other DLCs. You tried to go to other DLCs.
This is my third attempt at going to a DLC, and finally made it, even though I was late, which I'll get into in a bit. But originally, the first one, Atlanta, I was supposed to go. I had my ticket. I actually had my competitor ticket. I had my plane ticket. I had my hotel information. Everything done. Just good to go. The day before, I ended up in a hospital due to some medical complications, whatever. So I missed it. I was very upset. It was terrible. But I was like, you know what? Texas next month will be there. It'll be there. I was looking forward to Texas. And then the day of my flight, the day of my flight, I tend to just test, right? I just do my COVID test just in case. I don't want to make anyone sick. Just do a normal test. Positive. I do 3 more of those things. All positive. So I do the right thing of not attending the event and just missing it. So now Toronto enters. Everything's set up. Everything's going great. We have the plane ticket. I'm at the airport. Everything's going great. My flight gets canceled. Then they tell me my next flight is 7 in the morning. I'm like, okay, well, there's a high chance I won't make this event, which is fine. But at least I'll be there the whole day. Well, 7. I show up at like 5:30 airport, hanging out, having a blast, just going through the airport, drinking my Starbucks like I always do. And next thing I know, 3-hour delay. Boom. Good luck. So now I show up to Toronto at like 12 to 1 p.m. And the first day is kind of canceled for me, but you know we still had fun. After the moment I landed into the event, everything just got better. But until then, your boy Breezy had a tough time making to a DLC. So now, fourth time, Vegas. I think I'll be there on time. Be there actually. So the journey of not making it to being late has been a fun one so far.
It's been baby steps for you. It's been baby steps. So you had to get the ticket, and then you had to miss out on going, and then you had to get a flight canceled, and now you only got to get there late. And now this one.
I'd be so salty, man. Oh my god.
I could have been. I chose not to. I was like, life is trying to tell me something, but we'll keep trying until we can go, and we did, and now we're there, and hopefully I'll be there. Hopefully, knocking on all the wood, but I can't wait.
Do you have plans to go to Seattle at all?
No.
Okay.
Because I want to do Vegas, Anaheim, Orlando.
Okay. Oh, you want to go to Continentals and Worlds also?
Depending on a continental setup, I'm hoping there's like a last day, qualifier situation going on. Hopefully, but yeah, I want to go there and then Natty's because it's in my backyard. So, got to do that one.
I'm pretty sure they'll do like the Continental like last challenge qualifier thing, last minute qualifier thing. And if not, I'm pretty sure they'll do like attendee badges for that too. You know what I mean? It would be really lame, and I'll just be honest, it'd be really lame if they did like an event that big, even the World Tournament or the National Tournament. If they did them that big and they did not offer like side events or something for people who want to just watch to go. You know what I mean? Like, when I told my mom that, like, oh, Nationals is gonna be here in Disneyland, she's like, I want to go. Can I go? Can I get a ticket?
Awesome.
And then I was like, I don't know. Like, if you're not gonna play anything, but maybe you go watch or something. You need an attendee badge. And I started thinking, like, there are gonna be people who want to spectate at that level, especially at the World Tournament level. So they should have stuff for everybody. What would you guys like to see at or even at this DLC? Because they're gonna have the artists and Ryan Miller and Steve Warner there, right?
Yeah, the artist thing was the first one. It's a big deal. You can get a free ticket, which you don't have to pay for. You just gotta make sure you sign up, get your ticket. If you're going, make sure you sign up for that if you want to get your car signed. And the pack rush thing with the creators of the game is like one of the coolest experiences you can do. Truly, like that's so exciting. The other things I just want to see more like characters just walking around. Like I know there's cosplayers, but like we're in Anaheim. It's right next door to the park. Just bring them over. I want to hang out with them too. I want to say because like. Another thing you can do with the cards is you can get your card signed by the characters, and like that's something extra you can do with, especially those attendee badges. They're just like people walking around. It'll be nice to see some, princesses walk around, some of the Olafs and stuff. Just be interesting.
Yeah, I have my Minnie Mouse sign from the Minnie Mouse at the park. It's always a subtle flex when I play it. Whenever I would play it on the field, people would be like, "Oh, who's that signed by?" And I'd be like, "Oh, the Minnie Mouse from Disneyland, the actual real life Minnie Mouse."
The real Minnie did this, so yeah.
Yeah, we're tight. We're on a first name basis. What do you say you're not going to play the main event when we're talking about it?
Unfortunately, I couldn't get my ticket because I have my opinions on how the tickets are distributed, but there's not much I can do to say fix it. So I don't really want to talk. Like, there's not much like I can be upset at a wall, yell at clouds, but like I don't know the solution. I really don't. But like. Yeah, I didn't get my waitlist taken care of, so I just have an attendee badge just to draft limited and do the constructed on Friday actually, which is going to be quite fun because this is like they had their Friday events actually like a whole day now, and it's amazing to see constructed and sealed events. Chapter 1 sealed. There's so much to do on Friday, so I'm excited to have a 3-day event. Truly.
Yeah, I think that's really great too. I like the 3-day event, the Friday event thing. Go ahead, Zach.
I was like, that's cool. Chapter 1 sealed. I didn't pay too much attention on. I'm not so much of a sealed player, but that Chapter 1 does get me a little bit excited. I would play set 1 sealed, preferably over like any other sets.
Exactly.
But yeah. Oh, well, what side events are you currently signed up for, Breezy? Like, what are you most excited for
right now?
Any of them that you are signed up for?
Well, I'm playing one of the constructor events. I believe the one at 12 or 11. One of the second event that starts off. I don't remember the time on top of my head right now, but I believe it's the 12 o'clock. I'm going to be the constructed there, and then I want to make it to the Chapter 1 sealed because your boy wants to play Cusco. Your boy wants to play that. I'm going to pack it. It's going to happen. I'm going to draft it first. It's going to be fantastic. Because sealed, like I like sealed, but Chapter 1 sealed was truly majestic because it was the first time like I personally got able to play some games because how hard it was back in the day. it's a year ago now, which is crazy to say. So I'm doing those two, and I'm gonna do some pack rush events too, because I think it's genuinely really fun. It's super casual, and for $15 you get 2 packs and some tickets. That's kind of not bad. So I'm play some of those on the way. Hopefully, pack it enchanted like we saw in the DLC, the Lorcast. So it'll be a good time. I'm really looking forward to that. And then day two, probably just the other constructed events, and hopefully continue that. I wanted to really play constructed, so it's gonna be my way of getting a little competitive without actually competing in the event, unfortunately.
No, I mean that's for someone that's not unfortunately unable to get their competitor badge, I take full advantage of those side events. And then those prize wall tickets, like there's an approach you can take if you want to maximize your value, and a lot of people I know do that. You earn you earn the prize wall tickets through side events, as well as how you finish in the main event. And are they still giving out tickets with the attendee badge, like with your attendee purchase? Are you still getting prize wall tickets included? I don't know if they were still they did it the last time.
I don't remember. I don't think I got any tickets from just getting my badge. I got it from the events and such, but no, I was able to get 40 tickets just by the event. So it's quite fun. The prize wall hunting is really good. I recommend it for people that didn't even make the event. It's a good grind, honestly. I do enjoy it to just be like, yeah, I'm gonna grind this event, get X amount of tickets from this, probably X amount of tickets from this, get the thing I'm looking for, and maybe get the Cinderella playmat this time. Who knows?
Yeah, it really is like a full day just dedicated to playing the game that we love so much. I like that the pack rush events are on demand. The pack rush is a good way to farm tickets. It's a good way to get packs while you do it too. It's a quick way to do the side events thing. The side event stuff kind of overwhelms me personally, just because you have to get the attendee badge and you have to sign up online too. And I'm just like, my phone's dying all the time, but it does seem worth it. If you're gonna dedicate a lot of like the time to that grind, like you were saying. I really like that they're doing the Friday events, man. I think that's cool because the first Atlanta DLC we went to we showed up on Friday and we signed up. We showed up to the venue, we signed up and got our promo. We're done within like 25 minutes of arriving to the venue on Friday. And I remember me and Zach, and we're just kind of looking around like, okay, what do we do now? Now what? Yeah, exactly. Now what? And if some people don't, and we went to go test with our friends, but maybe some people don't have those testing circles, or maybe some people just want to get that extra variant, or they really want that Cinderella mat, in addition to everything else they could potentially get throughout the weekend. So yeah, grinding those side events, even the Friday side events, could be definitely worth it. You know what deck you're playing already for the events?
I think so. I have a good idea. I think there now that there's some other primers out there. I'm confused, but I think I know what I'm bringing to the event and just having a blast with it, because that's what I did in Toronto. Had a huge blast, decently successful. I think I can keep that up and just win games nice and easy.
Nice. Okay. Okay. And since we're talking about like your how easy it is for you to win games, bro. What CCG experience do you have outside of Lorcana? I mean, I know we've talked personally, and you've told me that you played Yu-Gi-Oh. Oh, there we go. There we go, fellow duelist, fellow duelist over here.
I had that thing on me from the start. Like ever since I was a kid, this not this one specifically, but Yu-Gi-Oh has been like part of my life, and I played it semi-seriously. One of the main reasons and how I learned English in the first place, because English cards were kind of important to read. I remember I got like into it around when Crystal Beast got released for the first time, and I was like, this is the greatest thing of all time, even though they were terrible. And that's kind of where I started off, and I played it on and off as a kid, and I grew up into playing it more around like hat format, and kind of just take off from there. Played some rogue decks like Gimmick Puppets and such. Really had decent success. I never went to YCSs that like actually competed in YCSs, but just had a lot of locals time. Other than I played a little bit of Pokemon TCG here and there, but this one's the most serious I've ever taken a card game ever, and it's been a blast. So other than Yu-Gi-Oh being my love of just going to card shops and having a good Friday with your friends, or just having a good time with just even people you don't know, so just have a blast. That was my making friends as a kid. That's how I learned language too. So it means a lot to me, and this is the first time I kind of transition into like, okay, now I'm a full adult. I can kind of take this into the next level, which is what Lorcana is doing basically for me.
For those that are watching that are not so familiar with what we were just mentioning with hat format and stuff, it's like we took the card game Lorcana and just played like set 1 only or set 2 and set 1. Going back in time and playing like older formats with a certain card list is generally fun, and a lot of people in the Yu-Gi-Oh community exclusively only play like older retro formats, which is kind of fun. But moving forward, yeah, like the excitement that I always get, even still going to card shops to this day, has definitely been translated from all the years of experience. Going up to a person and asking them, hey, can I see your trade binder? Somebody you never met before. You can start like a friendship. I know that I've played Kevin a handful of times before we actually got to know each other, and it was one of those like humbling moments because Kevin has shared with me plenty of times that like when we have played, he thought I was a pretty easy opponent to beat early on, and it's one of those things that you have to kind of accept too, is that like everyone has their process in a card game. So it's great to see you, Breezy, kind of just having that same sort of like process, and all those that are just starting as their new TCG. This is your process. This is your start into the space. Like we all had ours when we started playing those card games too. So it's really fun. It's really exciting. And honestly, thank you for sharing that, Breezy. Any tips for people that are just starting to go to the card stores for the first time?
I tell this people that haven't been to a lot of LGSs all the time, in the sense of like it might feel intimidating at first, but it's really not. It's just bunch of honestly just nerds who just want to have a good time on a weekend as well. It's not like of course there's bad experiences. That's something that just happens. Anything you're gonna have a bad experience at times, sure. But most of the time you can go to an LGS and honestly just be relaxed and expect that you're gonna have a good time, and you will most of the time, because no matter what card game you're playing, at the end of the day, the person that's sitting across from you is also playing the same game and also loves the game as much as you do. So even you might not have any similarities, you do. Like that's the thing you can talk about for an hour and a half with that person, because guess what? That person is interested as much as you are, and you'll make a friend. You'll have a person you can chat about eventually if you just keep going and have a good time, honestly. And just be yourself is all I can really say to people, and just be open to making new friends rather than be scared. Oh, I don't know these people, because as someone with like social anxiety growing up, that was a big hurdle that I had to go across. And I always tell people like LGS is very homey, very friendly, and if you are nice, people are gonna kind of attract themselves to you, and you're gonna have a bunch of people you're gonna look forward to meeting after a month or so, maybe even 2 weeks. Who knows? But it's just a good time.
Yeah, there is truly nothing like being this age. I'm gonna turn 30, by the way, this week, for the DLC. It's also my birthday. Just throw that in there. But there's nothing like being this age and not having to worry whether or not I have friends, whether or not I have people that relate to me in my personal circle, not trying to get all sappy, or whether or not I have a community or a hobby behind my community, and vice versa, a community behind my hobby. It's crazy to see like certain people that I talk to like feel like they don't that they're in like I'm in my age also, but they feel like they're in a position of like, oh, like I don't have a lot of people in my life that share the same interests that I do. It's almost like it's hard to make friends the older you get, and I've heard that from people. But I say it every time. I truly feel blessed to be into card games. Like, and I tell my girlfriend all the time, like I've never like I don't ever have to worry about not having friends, because I can, no matter where I'm at in the world, I can go to a local game store, I can pick up a deck, and I can play. And like you just make friends. It's such a crazy feeling. It's such a crazy feeling because it's something that like it almost feels very like innocent, very childlike. Like, yeah, we're all just here to just experience this, And at the end of the day, like win or loss, like we're gonna go home with the experience of like, oh, we played all day today, And that's it's like super gamer vibes. But yeah, and by the way, Zach, I do want to mention it's not that you were an easy opponent.
It's not free win.
It's not that you were a free win. It's that Zach used to play like cheesy decks. Zach used to play like anti-meta cheese decks, and I used to be like, oh, this is the guy from my other friends group who doesn't play meta decks, so let's play the anti-meta player. And but now Zach just cooks everybody.
But anti-meta.
Yeah, but it took some time to get there. it's like time to get there. I think it takes all of us time to get where we want to be because it is competitive, you know. It is like a sport to me and to a lot of people. There's sportsmanship in this, so I think
Yeah.
to look at it like a sport is perfectly fine. And I think with that we also have to learn that you win some, you lose some. Do you know what I mean? Like I feel like I have some. I feel like I have some amount of pressure. Everyone has pressure going into a DLC, right? If you're
Of
playing on
course.
the competitor level, my pressure comes from me wanting to win a DLC and me wanting to win a Mickey because I was just like right there, you know, and it's something I'm not going to get over. Some people's pressure might be to just make it day two. Some people might be, I just want a Rapunzel. I want to let it go. Regardless of what your goal is, you know, I think it's amazing that you have a goal. If you have goals
Yeah.
in this trading card game, if you have goals for DLC, set championships, even locals, if you're excited that you made top cut at your locals, heck yeah, dude. Like, give yourself a round of applause because, like Zach said, this is your journey and this is, you know, you're starting off. And even if this is your first, your second, your third TCG, you know, like I think it's all part of the journey. You know, it's cool, man. Like it makes it makes the times that we go through a lot more beyond more tolerable. You ever seen that meme where it's like a little Hello Kitty character and it's like I love my hobby and
Oh yeah.
it hides me from the horrors and it's a little somebody holding cards.
Bunch of cards.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, that's exactly how I feel. Like I love my little card game hobby, bro. Like it hides me from what's going on in the real world.
Yeah.
And this weekend we're gonna go to Vegas. We're gonna hang out with a bunch of Disney fans, with a bunch of card game nerds, and we're just gonna play card games all weekend, and it's gonna be great. And some of us are gonna win, some of us are gonna lose, and I think that's the best part too is seeing like people's faces when they win. You know what I mean? Like seeing like the champions be crowned champions. Like oh, it's so emotional. It's so cool to see, and I can't
So
wait to
good.
see it. Can't wait to see it in real life, man. Can't wait to see it in real life. I think I'm gonna play Ruby Amethyst. I think I'm just gonna stick to Old Reliable. I wanted to play the blue green cow deck, but I don't know if I'm down to risk something that anti-meta. You know what I mean? But what do you guys think the meta is gonna be shaped like at DLC Vegas?
Ooh, that's a tough one. I mean, I saw like the stat lines of some of the deck distribution and some of the other events.
Did you see
While we
Knives post?
Yeah, the Knife. Yeah, shout out to former Lod co-host
Yeah,
Knife. What a beautiful man he is. But yeah, his distribution was kind of not shocking, but kind of interesting to see. In the sense of like we saw like a lot of Steel Song and Red Blue takeover, about like 50% combined. Which wasn't really a shocker. The biggest shocker I saw was your Old Reliable just kind of taking a backseat from its glory days, where I thought it'd be a little bit more, especially because what that 10K in Georgia did with like top 8 kind of being filled with Ruby Amethyst show up. So it's just one of those things where kind of expected, and I do think that's going to mirror in Vegas due to just people being comfortable with what they know a little bit better as well.
I think
yeah,
experience definitely. Sorry, I was just going to say. I think experience definitely makes me like consider my deck choice into any major event. Like if we're talking like set championships, if we're talking like a local, I'll test something just for the fun of it because I want to kind of like feel how the deck is. But the meta that I expect for the DLC outside of what Breezy already mentioned, I would see a lot of red purple. Just to kind of preface Breezy, there's a lot of people in just our local area and outside our local area, just in the Inland Empire, that are like heavy red purple stands, and they're like enthusiastic, I believe, as much as Kevin is about how good the deck is to
yeah,
any matchup. That it's basically down to who can play better.
Right.
And I know a lot of them that got into the event, so it's going to be something that I expect.
Yeah.
But another deck too that I wouldn't be surprised if I queued up against it at least once in the event is Lemon Lime,
Oh yeah, for
because
sure.
the deck has a nice following with Prince John lovers.
Hmm.
People still miss their discard when Bucky got errated, and that's the best thing you can do to replace that is to add the amber color in with the emerald and go ahead and the powerful play of the Key to Under the Sea handles mostly any board. Like you
Yeah.
have to kind of it has some setup requirements, but uh outside of that, like some matchups can't even interact with that, and they just have to let it happen.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean, it won Toronto, so like, I don't think that's gonna necessarily like like the deck kind of just got better with the additions of You're Welcome, so it's like it's only just gonna add into the power that is the discard itself. But I will say it's a really hard deck to pilot. Like it's not an easy deck to run around. Like you said, the setup requirement is kind of needed to make sure that Under the Sea fires. If not, you can kind of get away with it still, but it takes a little bit more piloting skill to get there. So I do think you're going to see a lot of that. I have high hopes for the repeat deck, the Amethyst Steel deck to show up a little bit. I think that deck is quite interesting. With the steel being so strong and heavy in the format, the chances of seeing a lot of those hyper aggro decks are low. But you never know. You might really get lucky that like we saw in Atlanta. Sorry, Kevin, but it might just happen. So there's a chance that the things you don't expect might come true, and that's the beauty of the game. Though we don't know, the meta is diverse. Like it's a diverse meta compared to a lot of things, and it's going to be very interesting to see what happens in Toronto and who comes up top.
Yeah, you no need to say sorry. Joshua Polt is an amazing player. Yeah, the man.
I just didn't want to get a nerve, you know. I just
a little burn, just burns a little bit, a little sting in the reminder. No, but you're right though. Yeah. I was telling my friend. So top 3 decks: Ruby Sapphire, Amber Steel, and Ruby Amethyst. Obviously, next like meta decks are probably going to be like Amethyst Steel, or like a hyper aggro deck, or even like a blue green deck, or something very very sleeper, right? Like a Mufasa deck, and those decks can definitely win if they make it to the top cut. I think in Swiss they will have a little bit of a tougher time because red blue, like Ruby Sapphire control right now, it just has and Ruby Amethyst. Like it's really Ruby. Like Ruby cards are just very 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 prepared, pun intended, for non-meta decks. You know what I mean? Like non-meta decks really do crumble to a lot of the Ruby cards, and I think that's the reason why like Ruby Sapphire, Ruby Amethyst are like the top safe decks to pick, and next to Amber Steel, which is a safe deck to pick as well, but I don't think it's necessarily safe because of the strategy of like how powerful or consistent it is. I think it's a safe pick because Whole New World can just end the game for you. Going first or going second, if you can Whole New World at the right time, back to back to back, you can just win sometimes, right?
Yeah.
That deck out strategy doesn't happen too often, but something you always got to consider is that like Whole New Worlds, 4 of them, that's 28 cards. If your opponent happens to draw close to the same amount of cards, and let's say they draw like 20, by 8 turns, they'll draw that's close enough to wheel them out. You just have to kind of count the cards that they're drawing. There's a lot of strategies there too. And not even to kind of go in like depth with Amber Steel, but that can be just the only win condition if your wheels are spread out enough and to where you can find them, cast them, and get every single one to eventually mill at your opponent. I've seen a few of those games come down to that come down to that wire, especially since they're like the top 2 decks, Amber Steel and Ruby Sapphire, and everyone always knows that Ruby Sapphire does have that like extra advantage into that matchup, just being its hardest matchup. So what other matchups do you think like Ruby Sapphire has to kind of worry about if this is like the number 1 most represented deck going into the meta this weekend? What are some things it has to kind of consider?
They're about to get got by me. That's what's going to happen. I'm going to show up with 2 Lilos and 2 Daisies, and look at me by the time they just played a Fishbone Quill. I have 8-0. It's game over. So that's what they're gonna run into. That's my biggest. That's gonna be the biggest downside of the Ruby Sapphire situation is people like me are gonna show up, be like, oh hi, turn 1 Daisy, smile, and they're gonna look at that thing, get like 8 lore and lose. They can brawl it, but like by the time they brawl me, I gained 4 lore at least. So not much you can do there. So I think that's going to be their biggest fear. Like there's some interesting brews with like Steel Amethyst that runs a little bit aggro as well. Same thing with Emerald Amethyst. There's some problems that they might run into if they don't find that TPO or 1 jump ahead early on and try to get that proper line. Because if they do get their ramp properly, you might gas out against them. But if not, if you're 14-0, you're going to get through.
Yeah,
squeak through.
Yeah, you get to a point. The aggro decks, hyper aggro, any aggro decks, they get to a point against that matchup where they're at like 15 lore and they have one character left, but it's like you're at 0 lore, dude. Like you have to out
Yeah.
every single character that I drop turn by turn by turn, and if you don't, and you have to somehow get to 20 while I keep drawing characters.
Right.
And then you add cards like Doc, right? It's a discard your hand, draw two. You add stuff like that
Mhm.
into the mix.
So good.
Yeah, I think aggro decks could have a place in this tournament, especially after this chart posted by Knives. I'm not sure if you guys are looking at my screen that I shared, but
Mhm.
okay. Especially from this chart that Knives posted, I'm pretty sure. Like I think some people are gonna. Well, it says 5,000 plus views on Twitter already. I'm sure. I know I grabbed this. I sent it to my one of my group chats. So
Right.
I think a lot of people are gonna look at this and be like, oh, Ruby Sapphire might be not only the most represented deck, but maybe I should counter it. Maybe I should hard counter that and play like Emerald Amethyst or Hyper Aggro or something like that. And I just want to say, if you are thinking about that strategy, it is a good strategy. Just be aware that there is going to be 2,000 plus players in the competitive event. So regardless of how popular a deck is, you're going to see some variance. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even when Bucky was the most popular deck of the format at DLC Texas, I played against 5 blue steel, and that was like the meta call, I guess. It was, I played against 4 blue steel and Swiss. And
Oh.
I thought that was outrageous. That was crazy, And then I found out at the end of the day that apparently I don't have a favorite matchup against Blue Steel. So the fact that I split with all of them, I was like, wow,
Right.
that's actually kind of crazy. And then I ended up 2-0ing the Bucky matchups, ironically enough. And matchups only mean so much in Lorcana, and in general, like if you do plan on trying to counter the meta, like still prepare for like matchups that you might not think
Yeah.
about. You know what I mean? Like I felt like in Atlanta, I was so prepared for everything, and then literally in top 16, Joshua Pope, yellow purple Mufasa. Who plays that? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's exactly how I felt. I was like, who plays this deck, bro? I'm like, I don't have Bjornfought to play test against. Like I know Bjornfought made the kind of played that deck in the at the TBC tournaments. I'm like, I don't play test with Bjornfought, bro. I don't know how to play against you, bro. Like, what the heck? And I do feel, and in Texas, I lost in top 32 to another Bucky player, and he double bucketed me back to game 1 and game 2, and I don't feel like there was
Unlucky.
too much I could have done differently, but
Right.
I still feel like maybe I should have practiced my Emerald Steel matchup just a little bit more, But so yeah, I pro tip. I think even if you are making like a meta assessments and you want to play a deck to cater to what you think the meta is going to be, the DLC meta is so vast. You're gonna see a sleeper deck in your Swiss rounds. For sure you're gonna see like one of these outliers like Amber Ruby Mufasa, or even that Amber Ruby location deck or something like that.
Ooh, Justin. Yeah.
Yeah, just in time. Yeah, our friend Justin. Just in time into Jim Hawkins is crazy, and that's a real deck. Like that's a real deck. There's people at our locals that play this deck, and Zach made a good point. There's a lot of people in SoCal that are diehard Ruby Amethyst fans, and it's gonna be a West Coast driven event. I know a lot of people are flying in, but there's just so many people that from our area that are like, this is my first DLC. I'm so excited. I've never gone to a DLC before because I don't want to fly to all these places, so this is their very first one. And some really good players too, like players who we've seen be like, oh, this is the first TCG we ever played, and then we see them start winning Stitches and Ursulas, and it's like, oh heck yeah, dude,
Talented people, man.
yeah, exactly, and now they're finally getting the chance to play at the DLC. I'm so excited for them.
It's gonna be so good. It's gonna be so fun. There's some sleeper decks. I'm kind of looking forward to see what post Bucky Green Steel will look like, because there's like a good like, I don't know if you guys remember, but like there was like a early set 3 Green Steel deck that used Bucky but wasn't really reliant on it. They ran just bunch of like, they ran the John Silver edition, and they ran a bunch of just like good card pile, really, just like Tinkerbell, Sad Beast, Robin Hood. They're just good cards that just took care of situations, and I'm kind of looking forward to see that, because like it ran like booms, smashes, just stuff to get rid of the yucky stuff from the opponents, and just took care of just everything. It was a fun deck, so I'm hoping to see some weird stuff make it to day 2, and hope it's not just doom and gloom that some people are fearful of.
Yeah, if I were to pick a non-meta deck to win, I really hope it's Blue Green Cow. For the sake of me, yeah, because I can't do it. I can't do it, my guys. I'm sorry. Someone else got to do it. Zach, what about you? What do you think?
Amethyst Steel, I've been hearing about a lot, is because everyone like wants to compare this meta close to set 3 meta, and Amethyst Steel had good Amber Steel matchups and like red purple matchups. Just because the Amethyst engine is just very like nuanced, but the Steel cards allow you to check like other aggro decks, allow you
Yeah.
to stay in the game. And you just have Pete, which is something that they didn't have before. So you're not so worried about be prepared if you're like out tempoing the board, because you have a bunch of mid-range characters that just don't die to a Sisu. And you don't really care. You'll play Pete and you'll have like Tinkerbell, Goat on the board. You're questing for a bunch. You might have a location. There's a lot of mid-range like Amethyst Steel players in our local area. Shout outs to a man named Calvin. He's somebody that I've always known to be playing that, and just every once in a while we have to play, and it's fun games. Fun games always go to game three. So I always like to remind people that when you are testing in a best of threes, best of three local tournaments, kind of consider like what would happen if you were in a challenge. You know, like if you went first game one, you won, you lost game two, then you would split. You know,
Yeah.
but in those games where like you win going second game one, and then you get to go to game three, then consider that game as your game on the play, and that's like determines if you could 2-0 or split. You know.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of like things to think about, and this DLC is gonna really determine like how the rest of the decks start to like navigate. Like the non top three will decide to navigate their builds and like how other decks may perform. And I'm excited, and if something the Alpha Meta does win, I hope it is like something like Amethyst Steel or Amethyst Emerald related, because I'm personally a big fan of the Amethyst engine. It deserves
Mhm.
all the credit it gets, and it's been in the finals and most DLCs, I believe. So
Many times, multiple times already has Purple been in the finals for DLCs. Yeah, I get the feeling that there are going to be some interesting non-meta decks in Top Cut. There's no Pixelborn this format, so we really are limited to the way we're playing. I mean, no regular Pixelborn. We have Pixelborn Connect. We have Pixelborn Connect, but
It's just not the same. The deck building, the speed in which innovation is being made is significantly slower than what it used to be, and it's
oh
just
yeah,
it kind of creates the sense of like I want to be more comfortable and play DLCs with decks that I played for a year rather than I played this deck for a month, but I played like I don't know 400 games because I went crazy on the online client. It's just a different type of practice that's happening. I mean, granted, like high end players, the teams, those people, everyone's going hard at that, but it doesn't create that innovation like it did when our beloved was around.
yeah. Shout out Pavel, by the way. Thank you for making Pixelborn and keeping Pixelborn Connect even
Amazing.
around around right now. Zach, you mentioned how this people say this feels like set three format. I kind of agree. It does feel a little bit like set three format. And set three format, I still think Ruby Amethyst was best deck. But yeah, you're right, Breezy. Green Steel definitely gave it a run for its money at that point when people were playing it. Yeah, it's just so much to do. Amethyst Steel was so good that format too. That was the event at Atlanta where Zach Bivens did
Yeah.
really well with Amethyst Steel. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? And he said it himself that he probably would have won his top 32 match had he not done a different play. So
Yeah.
very very powerful deck, very winnable as well. So
For
yeah,
sure.
if you guys have some spice, don't be afraid to take it either to the DLC if you guys know what you're doing. Be confident in your spice. But
Be confident in the
yeah,
spice.
be confident in your spice.
Be proud of it.
Yeah, be proud of it, be proud of it. But we're gonna get a quick game in now since it's this quest with the guest Breezy. We're gonna do, for the first time we're gonna have a three-way match. We're all gonna race to 20 and see who can get there first.
all right, guys. As you know, we got a nice little match going. I am using these well fitted pristine protection sleeves.
Oh,
I
beautiful
am also
looking.
using
So
pristine protection sleeves.
you guys didn't already know, pristineprotectiontcg.com has got some awesome deals for you guys going on when you order cases of sleeves. And on top of those deals, you can use our promo code Goons10 and get 10% off your order. And it
Look at these
does
sleeves.
help and support the channel.
How nice that spread out. Pristine protection, bro. Had these sleeves for 10
Oh.
years, bro. 10 years, guaranteed. It'll work still.
I was born with them.
All right. High roll. You see us first. One dice.
I roll
One die? Sure.
I got three.
one.
One.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
So
3 beats.
Okay, so Breezy. Now we have to go to see who goes second.
Oh, okay. We're doing it that way. Got it.
All right, so I roll. Got 2. All right,
6-6.
I'm last.
You're right, by the way, Breezy. That big dice is really
You can see it from a mile.
yeah,
It's
he
right
got the
there.
he got the big dice.
I think Breezy and I get to draw, but you don't.
Correct.
Kevin.
Correct. I'm pretty sure that's how it is.
Heck
Alright.
yeah.
I'm gonna put back 4.
I don't know. I don't know what to do in a 3-way with this deck at all. I don't even know what to do in a normal match with this deck. Let's put that.
I'm gonna send 6 back.
Wow. I don't think I've ever played a 3-way match. I've played 4 one time or twice maybe, but this is gonna be interesting.
We played one 4-way once.
Yeah, right?
3-way. Yeah. I remember the time we did.
The multiplayer format is a fascinating format.
Dude, I love multiplayer. It's so fun. Like, it's so fun. Like, I mean, I'm so competitive, so it's hard to find people to just play multiplayer for fun, but it's so fun, dude.
Yeah, it's
Go ahead and drop some comments, guys, for some decks you'd like to see Kevin and I try out. We want to kind of have these more fun, friendly. I want to play decks that I'm just not familiar with. I'm gonna put it together. I got a lot of cards, guys, so definitely leave some suggestions in the comments.
make them play Magic Brooms and stuff, you know?
Brooms,
Yeah,
broom
make me
goons.
play whatever. Make me play a character theme or a movie theme deck, and then we can skip a color rule.
Ooh,
Alright, guys.
future formats.
I'm gonna start off. I'm gonna ink Let It Go, and we'll start off by playing Diablo. Both of you show. Is it both? You may look
Well,
at
read
each.
it.
Oh yeah, each opponent's hand. Both of you show me the
Yeah, I was
goods.
gonna say read it. Read
Yeah.
it, read
Now
it.
we gotta read the cards. All right. So we got. Let's see. I'm looking at Breezy's first. We got followers, Daisy, Go, double befuddle, double pig. Real pig activity here. Okay, scary. Wait, I didn't see your Zach. Let me see. You got popsicle, tipper. You got be prepared, a dragon, grandma, sisu, and flavor shim. Wow, you guys have really good hands. My deck doesn't feel as strong anymore. Okay, go ahead. I'll pass.
All right, we'll draw for turn. Stop.
None of you had. You didn't have one jump, right, Zach?
No, Be Prep was the only song.
Be Prep.
Technically,
Beat Pwep,
Go ahead and ink a Befuddle.
Befudzy.
And for one, you know the girl. She's the awesome one. We'll go ahead and play Daisy and Hat.
Dazerton, huh?
Daisy.
Azerton, he says. Okay, I'm gonna just ink Maleficent and play Pop. I don't think there's anything else to do right now.
Woo. All right.
We'll save some time, make it quick.
Zach's deck is slow. Go. Let's see. I know Zach's hand now, so I think I'm going to go.
And don't worry, Kevin. I'll answer Breezy stuff. Just don't go after me.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Well,
You don't have to answer anything. It's fine. A
gonna-
lot of questions on the board. It's okay.
I kind of like that Daisy. He's gonna give us both cards potentially, and
Yeah, it's
and
free draw.
okay, I'm gonna ink a John Silver, and Zach plays way more non-characters than I do, so I might benefit from that one. Zach, I know you don't want me to go after you, but Zveezy don't play songs, bro, so I have to.
Oh, I understand.
I have to get it out. What'd you draw for turn? I don't know. Oh, for the popsicle, you drew grandma and then another Sisu. Okay, so double Sisu, double grandma. All right, go ahead.
You're not gonna quest?
Oh yeah, I'll quest for one. Sorry,
So Kevin's the op.
I'll quest for one. I forgot that.
Whoa.
See, as a friendly, casual, standard game, I'm more than inclined to just remind or ask my opponent if they wanted to do something before
Sure.
fully committing to something. But this is a DLC, Kevin. I'm drawing a card, and you're at 0 lore.
Gotta take advantage. Gotta take advantage on those DLCs. It's unfortunate, but I gotta do what it takes.
It's just the rules.
Try to be mindful of it. Just
The
try
rules
to be
are rules.
mindful of it.
It's
That's
just
all
the
I
rules.
ask. Be mindful.
It's just the rules.
We'll go ahead and
Steve
draw
DeMure.
for turn. Ooh, We'll go ahead and ink the second Befuddle.
He doesn't need that.
And then we'll go ahead and play Pig Behavior and then Quest for 2. And then Daisy will trigger.
No.
Whiff, baby!
It's both of us, right? Oh no, I whiffed two. Double whiff.
That's why I play it. That's why I play it.
Double whiff is crazy.
Breezy is just letting us feel it.
Yeah,
Okay.
double whiff is crazy.
All right. Ah, man.
I can't-
Kevin have to do the Big mean. All right. Well, Inkatala, I'll tap 2. It's your boy Tipo, and I don't have to reveal this one. Go ahead.
It'll be your secret.
All right, I will draw for turn. For this turn, I will ink a Let It Go. That's the second Let It Go I've inked. It's not ideal, but we'll do that. And then I'll play 3 for... how many cards do you guys hand? Just make sure.
I have 4.
Okay. Clarabelle? It's cool. This is cool. Only one of you has to have more cards than me. I have 3, so I will go ahead and draw. And
Oh,
then
so we both checked the box.
Yeah, you both check the box. I'll quest for 2 anyways, so I'll go to 3. And I will have to pass there. Go ahead.
The op is at 3.
Hey, not the app.
I like this.
Go ahead, Breezy.
It's your
I
turn,
will
Breeze.
go ahead and ready up and draw for turn. Ooh, fun stuff. All right, well, we'll go ahead and ink the goat.
No.
Ink me? Okay.
The goat.
I've been
I'm
inked.
sorry. I just had to. And then we'll go ahead and for 1, we'll do Maleficent, and for 2, we'll bring out Mr. Pigman number 2,
Oof.
and then go questing for 5, and then Daisy will trigger.
Oh
All
my
right.
gosh. This game might be over.
Flavor
I didn't
Shim.
miss this time.
I got John Silver. That's a good card.
Oh, okay. And that's all I can do, so I will pass it.
How much lower you're at? You're at 7?
7.
7, man. 7 man.
7, man.
7 with 10 on board.
That's ridiculous.
It's a funny sentence to say, but it is 10.
I have no ramp. I have 0 ramp cards. The Fishbone Cool is kind of important, I think.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
A little bit.
Both of us have Sapphire strategies, Zach, and then he's playing aggro.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was like, man, when he told me what he's gonna play, I'm like, should I just play like the deck? Should I play the other deck, the other best deck?
Yeah, the best.
But I just wanted to try this out to have it all. All right. I don't want to take too much longer here, but I don't know what's correct. I don't know the correct option. Feels like I want another body on board at some point here. Because I don't think I know what I'm doing turn 5. So yeah, I'm gonna ink Tamatoa, and then I actually am gonna play Grammatala. I don't know, but I think instead of drawing, I'd rather look for something specific.
I think that makes more sense also because the 3 strength is more important than the 1 strength on Flavor Shim.
That's another reason why I decided. Is it that though? Is it that?
Oh, man. What is my play going to be? Is there a world where Breezy punishes me and trades into me? That'd be sad.
I don't think I'll be trading.
Okay. And then I think we do tap the Daisy roll for 1 here. Because
Daisy for 1.
gives Kevin a chance to clear it.
I mean, Pig's doing more than Daisy right now, so...
Well, no, that's why it gives you. I don't know what other potential cards you could have.
True.
But it gives you a chance to clear it in theory because you could shift Diablo.
That's true.
You can actually kill it.
I could shift Diablo if I have it.
This is a strategy where you can work
Draw.
together.
That is
Draw.
true.
We can go down.
This is real.
No, yeah, we can go down back to back. Down the hill, working together.
Inca Diablo, play Grandma for 4.
Oh.
Look at the top 2.
You can find a Diablo here and shift it.
Really?
Mm.
So much value on my end, though. If that's the trade you're gonna make.
Dang, what's my play?
Oh, I think it's about just surviving, man. Because we gotta kill. If we kill Daisy and Piglet, we're good.
That's true.
Mm.
I did it. This is kind of where my game starts and ends. So.
I think I'm gonna grab this
sword.
card. All right, close your eyes, guys, for 1 second.
Okay.
These are my option, guys. I don't know what to get, but I'm gonna grab this card. Let me know in the comments if you thought that was wrong. All right, so I grabbed that card, and I'm gonna play the 1 jump that I grabbed. gonna sing it because I'm gonna try and ramp into something, I guess. So now we're gonna go Clarabelle into the pig for sure, because that's doing a
I
lot of.
take the 2.
Yeah, and
right?
then yeah, I'll take 2, and then I will quest for 1 here with this Diablo, and I will pass.
Heck yeah. All right, I will go ahead and draw for turn.
Yep.
I will go ahead and ink a broom here.
Broomski.
Uh, and then we'll go ahead and quest for so much. We'll go 4, 7, get to 14.
Crazy.
Okay. Oh,
Producer.
you guys, my Diablo. That's what you're talking about.
And then here we're gonna have I guess we'll do. I mean, y'all can just swing at it. I don't mind. More options for you guys to swing at. For 3, we'll do library.
Oof.
And then for 1, we'll go ahead and put our lovely Daisy in it.
You can't see, but I'm nodding my head that you played the library because that card's so crazy.
That card is so good.
8 willpower.
And, 8 is what? Why did we do 3/8? Who did that math and was like, yes,
3
that's
costs.
the good.
All right, no, that your turn. I'm assuming.
Yes, that'll be my turn. Yes. Overlay.
Overlay network.
Synchro Shokan. Yeah, 14.
Ink Flavor Flav.
Flavor Flav.
Tell me you got a Maui in there, Zach. Tell me you got a Maui.
No, dude.
Can you smell what the rock is cooking?
We'll just use the Sisu. We'll kill Daisy.
Daisy, I'll draw that beautiful card.
That's fine, man. Let's challenge the rest of his characters.
All right. Both go bye-bye.
Yeah. And that's
Scary.
already inked, so it's my turn, man.
All right.
It's me in the library.
Now I need you to clear that.
The
location.
library? I mean, I don't have to. You're at what, 15 lore or 14 lore?
I'm at 14.
He's at 14.
14, 3, 5, 6. I can't even clear it. It has 8 willpower. This is only, what's that, 5, 6, 7 damage. Oh, I guess if I draw.
Diablo!
I need
Diablo! You have an action?
No, I don't have an action.
No!
I need
Unlucky.
like
That's what I thought. That's why I was like, oh,
no.
yes, Diablo.
If you would have seen, like, obviously I can't show you my hand, but if you would have seen my hand, then if we were colluding, I would have told you to leave a character on board and deal damage to the library instead, because I can stop a character from questing, and it's so funny.
Multiplayer experience.
It's so funny how this game works. Yeah, it's so funny how this multiplayer game works, because now Zach completely ruined my turn 6 play. But I obviously am appreciative because I don't have to worry about your characters. But I can't stop that library either. So what do I do?
Now you might need to start respecting my board.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what I was thinking. Because now you can potentially shift Sisu next turn, and then I just lose my little guys. Cards in hand, Zach?
5, and there's 2 cards that I think y'all know.
Yeah, 5 in hand. Okay, I'm gonna play 3 for Fishbone. I will. Oh wait, no, not actually. No, I'm not gonna do that. That's silly. Take it back. Shh, don't tell them. I would have that part out. Okay. Okay. You know what? We're just gonna go. Ink play 4. No. I'll use this Diablo to hit your grandma.
Ooh.
And then I'm going to go. Yeah, I'll still do that, I think. I'm gonna. I don't like that play. I'm gonna ink a Fishbone, and then for 6, I'll play Gaston.
Ooh, Gaston.
Yeah, now I got the pressure on. Add this to the bottom.
See, I don't like how you sequence that, Kevin, because
yeah, just done it first. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
That was some bad Lorcana.
Very bad sequencing. But I mean, I guess it could have made a difference. I'll go ahead and quest for 3. So I'll go to 7.
At 7.
Yeah, that was
7 to
incorrect.
14
That was
to
definitely incorrect
0.
sequencing. I was gonna do a different play, but then I did that play. So yeah, definitely incorrect sequencing.
We'll go ahead and ready up.
No, I think I wanted a quest anyways, and like, but then I could have had a Diablo draw here. Ooh, I could have drawn. I could have drawn Diablo from Breezy and from Zach. That's crazy.
Breezy's at 15.
Yeah, scary.
Yes. The library gets in there. Let's get a little bit more scary, right? We'll do 2. I'm gonna be super nice to you guys because I love you guys. I'll do the Chromicon to draw the cards together.
Ooh,
Let's do together.
okay.
Wow.
Draw a card. Drew a card.
And then
I just said no and didn't draw.
I mean, that's an option. That's and we'll go ahead and go 1-2 here.
Oof.
And none of them are in the location itself. And I have 2 cards in my hand. And pass. I don't know why I almost pressed the space bar there, but go ahead.
You're playing Connect.
Bang.
Zach has a lot of cards in hand. I'm scared now.
Inkatala, you already know the 5. Shift Sisu.
I knew it. I knew it was coming. See, that's why I also didn't want to invest my Diablo into that board because I knew Shift Sisu was coming. So see, Zach's a cheater. He tried to get me to play into it. I'm just kidding.
I just gotta do some damage to the library, so there's 5 damage on that. Locations there. I know Kevin will clean it up for me.
Now I have to clean it up.
Yeah, go ahead.
So
How many cards in hand, Zach?
5.
5. See, I also could have drawn You're Welcome. That would have been really cool.
Just need to gather some knowledge. That's what I need to be doing.
Knowledge.
Yeah, that's
knowledge.
It's scary. Keep them at an odd number, man.
Yeah, 5 in hand, Zach.
Yeah.
All right, I'll ink Visions of the Future. We'll play
No one should get.
Big Clarabelle for 7.
Ooh, big
How many cards do you have in hand?
I'll go ahead and swing the grandma into the library, and then we'll sing You're Welcome with this Gaston onto your big Sisu.
Ooh.
Bro, okay.
You should sing with Clarabelle.
I just played it.
Never mind.
Yeah, I just played it. You killed you popped my shifted one. I was trying to set that up, but it didn't work.
Oh, and now the Clarabelle's gonna get you that draw.
Extra cards. You have 6 in hand now, right, Zach?
No, I think I have more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, 7.
7? Okay, so I'll draw 3 for the end phase because this is Yu-Gi-Oh now.
Woo! End
phase. All right, go ahead.
I will ready up.
You're gonna make us draw more with Chromicon.
He doesn't have to. If Breezy just has to draw like Goat Bounce Goat, and we just lose.
Yeah, we're gonna draw one more here.
Or Baloo. Like Baloo's also crazy here. That's what I'm trying to.
Baloo would be nice. We'll go ahead and like be super cool and super chill and draw another card here.
Oh my gosh. Super nice and super chill.
My hand is just what?
We'll go ahead and for 2, go wide again and see what happens. Go ahead.
All right. See, now I gotta respect Kevin's lore count. Oh,
Yeah,
I don't
that's 7.
respect nobody's lore count. Now.
Wow, the mean. No, don't do it, man.
No. Get out of my face with that. Be prepared.
Wow. Top deck Lucker Noob.
Feels good, man. Go ahead.
All right, ready 7, draw for turn. I have 1 million in my hand now.
I have 7 or 8 cards if you need to.
You have 8 cards in hand? I hate it. Okay.
Yeah, I can have all the cards.
Now I know why people like to play red blue. I get it. Once you get to this point, you're like, every card I play is gas.
Another Gaston, which is also gas.
Gas.
Gas. Oh yeah, gassed on. Gas is on. I'll grab this. Grab one of those. Then we'll simply Inca You're Welcome, and we'll play an Ursula. Zach, show me your hand. I just drew it.
Absolutely.
I just drew this. Otherwise, I would have done it last turn.
Absolutely zero songs.
Wowzers.
Wow, that's a hand that's
Yeah, it must be Sisu, Ice
Wow.
Block, Sisu, Medusa, Dragon, but Sisu.
Wow.
Go ahead, Zach. I mean,
No,
go ahead. I mean, Breezy.
Breezy's
Go ahead,
turn.
Breezy. Go ahead,
Breezy's
Breezy.
turn.
You have
Yeah,
a
let this sink in.
I'm scared, but I'll go ahead and draw her turn.
I was really
Breezy's
hoping.
Breezy's like, I cannot keep
I'm
character on
scared.
my
I don't
board
think I can
for
come
the
back
next
from this.
5 turns.
We'll draw 2 cards together. Because I
Wow.
think it's great.
I think he's gonna make his deck out at this point.
Decking
Yeah, I'm
out.
literally gonna deck
Decking
out at this point.
out. Dude,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
literally.
Oh wait, I
inking
drew one
my
too many. I'm
Hiram.
dumb.
I
I drew 2.
don't
Sorry.
want to.
Oh, this is 2. You did
You're
twice.
supposed to draw 2.
Wow, you did twice. Wait, okay, how many
I'm
cards in
not
my deck?
inking Hiram at this
1,
point.
2,
I'm
3, 4,
inking
5,
Hiram.
6, 7,
I don't
8,
need
9,
this
10,
card.
11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
Breezy's drawing 2 for me anyway.
I have 33 cards in my deck left, by the way, so you have to do that 16 times. Just letting you know.
On a very nice clock right now. I'll go ahead and I gotta. Okay, we'll go ahead and I think the move here is to do this. We'll ink the bodyguard here, Donald Duck, and then go ahead and play library.
Oh,
And then
that's
for
also a
2,
problem.
we'll move Maleficent into library.
See, now
And
that's a problem.
it is indeed. I make big number up here. I saw Maleficent in there. I was like, not gonna deal with that. Sisu, sure, I'll draw a card. I don't mind.
Thinking here.
This card, Amethyst Chronicon, is such a silly card.
Infinite cards.
Such a silly little guy. No.
Ink Hiram. I'll just Medusa, the Maleficent, and then I'll play a double ice block.
I'll go ahead and draw.
Okay.
Oh, it's my
Go
turn,
ahead.
right? My turn, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Draw.
1, 2, 3. 7 cards in hand, Kevin.
What do I do here? You have 3 in hand, Breezy?
I have 3, yes.
Yeah, 15 lore. 15 lore. Okay. You have how many in hand, Zach?
7.
What the heck? Okay. Okay, so this is a little silly then. Okay. So I think I have to go. That ice block is scary. So first of all, I'm gonna go your.
First of all, delete this hand you sent me.
Delete this hand, he says. Okay. I'm gonna have to sing "You're Welcome" on that library.
Location, yes! I was
Location
like, please,
please. I'm singing it. Location
Shuffle,
removal.
right?
Yeah, shuffle draw 2.
Which one are you doing?
Shuffle draw 2. But that's not all, Zach, because I have item removal too. Bam.
Oh.
I'll do 3 and pop one of the ice blocks. Get that out of here. Yeah. Then I will simply quest for 1 with this Ursula, so I'll go to 8. Let's see. I haven't inked yet, so
And a C.
you have Sisu. I'll play 4 for Grandma.
Grandma. I just want to let you know, Kevin, this was a great idea. This was really fun. And I'm really honestly imploring anyone that's watching this right now to just do this when you got the time. Set it up with your friends or your community at your local store. I'm having a blast right now, even though we're playing like semi-competitive decks.
Yeah, I know. This is
still having a
crazy.
good
This is
time.
crazy because I have so many things to think about right now. Because you have like big Sisus in your hand. I'm like, oh, I can't do anything.
Yeah, I know. Literally, I have bombs, and then we're
ice
both just
blocks.
trying to make sure Breezy doesn't get too high down. So many things to think about.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pass
The
there.
multiplayer format is incredible. Just play with your normal decks, you'll have a blast. And then if you ever have the chance, go through the cards that says each opponent. and start...
Play red green, and you're fine. Those are the best
lore control, baby.
Yellow cards
I'll save
too,
you the
dude.
time.
Yellow cards say opponents.
Red green, like Tremaine says each opponent. Prince John says each opponent.
Green, I think green, yellow too, man. You are forgotten me says each opponent.
Mm-hmm. There's some
True.
cool
Alright,
brews you can do.
Breezy, I think it's gonna be your move now.
Oh, yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
All right. Well,
get-
go ahead and draw the turn.
I gave you a bunch of cards, Breezy. Come on.
We'll go ahead and ink.
He can play all the cards. I'll just
Cherney's followers. And that'll be super, super cool and super chill and draw 2 cards together. 1.
Okay.
There's gonna be a world where I stop drawing 2 with you, bro.
I mean, hey, if you ever want to do that. And then now we can do fun, cool money stuff. We'll play for 4
Oh,
Zach
no.
Bivens sign go.
Oh, no.
And then for 2, we'll go ahead and play Snake.
Oh, my God.
And bounce it back for 17.
I should
And,
just kept questing.
And I'll pass.
I know.
Big yikes.
Eh.
Big yikes. Big yikes indeed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 10 cards in my hand, by the way. Breezy.
10 cards.
Yeah.
You got options. You got options.
Yeah. I probably should have been fishboning.
That would be. If you had one, that would be super, super cool and super chill, super mindful.
From now on, I'm also going to call that fish quilling, because I don't like the way that sounded.
Quill. I'm gonna go quilling.
Quilling. I say that sounds hard. I'm going to go quilling.
Go quilling. There's gathering your knowledge here somewhere for sure. Like it has to be. I just would like to see them.
Oh, I forgot that you haven't even used the gathering knowledge. That's insane.
Yeah, I haven't seen any, and I just need 1. We do this next turn.
I have to ink Tamatoa.
Tamatizi.
Got an ice block his snake
Value, baby.
and
No.
the bomb.
My little men. I guess Clara was a woman. Actually, they're both women. My women.
I should just let Breezy win by killing Gaston.
No, Zach. No. Why?
Guest privileges, baby.
That was my chance.
Yes.
That was the chance. Team Goons is disbanded. Okay, so you have no characters, right, Breezy? It's my turn. I should just ink last turn. Why didn't I ink? Okay, I'll just go fishbone for 3. I'll fishbone a card. Definitely fishboning. Sorry, definitely fish quilling. Yeah, how many cards in hand? Like 10, Zach?
Doesn't matter. Breezy has a goat. 3.
But he's
6.
at
I need 3. I
He's-
still
he's
need
at
3
17.
more.
He's at 17,
Yeah,
bro.
but gathering your knowledge is game.
I gotta see it.
You're drawing
Oh,
2.
Inca, John Silver will play for 5. Well, first I'll play 2 for Ursula and Zach. Yeah, Zach plays songs, not Breezy. No
Why
songs?
can't you see Breezy? No, why can't you see Breezy's hand so we know if we're dead or not?
I mean, I'm gonna play.
I mean, I can show it to you if you
I'll play
want.
Lucifer for 5 and hope that we can just make Breezy discard some bounce targets.
How many cards Breezy got in hand?
Lucifer. I had to get rid of an action or 2 cards, right?
Is
Yep,
it-
it's both of
do-
you.
do
Both.
I-
Yeah, it's both of you.
Also, okay.
Yeah, it's each opponent. Each opponent. What'd you discard? Donald
Ducks.
and ducks. 2 ducks. Okay,
2 duckies.
2 Duckertons, and I have to pass there. That's all my. It's all my ink. It's all
Start
my.
2 Maui's.
All right, baby. Let's do this. It's Vegas. We gotta gamble a little bit. Draw.
Yeah, there you go. Vegas episode. Oh no, he did it. No, he got us. He got us with the hyper aggro.
Shout out the Bivens. Shout out the Bivens, by the way.
The Bivens goat. The Bivens goat.
Bivens go.
Are you playing 4 goats?
Yes, I want to get all 4 goats signed. So you're
Okay,
in
okay.
the list of people I need to get signed. So
Sheesh. Yep. Thank you. Appreciate that.
I got my 4 goats. I gotta find a 4th foil though, because the other one isn't foil, and I feel like that's not cool.
Ooh. Congrats, Breezy. Honestly, I thought that hyper aggro was gonna have a hard time in this 3
Usually
in this
does in
three-way.
multiplayer.
Yeah. But like, I had no ramp. Zach, you didn't get to ramp either. But even then,
No.
even then, like the Daisy, like Daisy Maleficent back to back, and then you start going Chromacon. That's crazy.
That's what I'm hoping I run into Vegas all day.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, thank you, Breezy. Congrats on beating Zach and I, and then the first ever three-way quest with a guest challenge. That's actually kind of cool. I actually like that. I want
fun.
to do that more. Yeah, I want to do that more.
Yes,
Multiplayer
do
games are
it.
definitely interesting. What do you guys think of the blue green cow deck? You think this is DLC material, or maybe not just yet?
No, not yet.
No,
Not
no. Trust
yet.
me, Kevin. We'll cook that deck. I'm down to actually run it for Seattle after we cook it a little bit. But I have some thoughts I would share with you another day.
For sure. If anything, for set champs, I wanna run this deck, and I
Ooh.
also want to play Blue Faucet for set champs to see if I can win a little what is it, a Mirabelle Madrigal. With the
Mirabelle.
it's a what about Mirabelle? It's some anti meta stuff. But thanks so much, Why Breezy, for being our guest on this episode of Quest with a Guest. I feel like we learned a little bit more about you, learned a little bit about your Lorcana journey and your experience, guys. If you haven't checked out Lorcana After Dark, YBZ streams every Tuesday and Thursday on Twitch, on Twitter, multiple places. Go watch his show. He has multiple people as guests, pro players like Team Labyrinth. He's on Team Labyrinth as well, so he kicks it with all those pro players and is already like in tune with the metagame. So be sure to follow his streams. I know it's more variety content right now, but I know you said you also plan on doing more gameplay stuff too.
Yeah.
Do you plan on streaming some Pixelborn Connect in the future?
That's the plan, because like I have more time available in my hands now right now, so like I want to be able to do more content, and I want to play some games. It's such a fun game. I want to play more of it,
No,
and
literally.
like that's the biggest thing about this game. Like the biggest issues of this game comes from the fact that we want to play this game more, and I want to do that more often. So hopefully more streams on the way with regarding playing the actual game.
Heck yeah, man. I look forward to seeing you stream more gameplay. When Pixelborn was around, YBreezy was one of the first people that I ran into on Twitch. And I thought that was really cool. And this is basically a year ago already, and he's been a supporter of the channel, and honestly, one of my first like Lorcana friends. So it really means a lot to me, Breezy. Appreciate that. We're finally getting
41st in
yeah.
that Discord, by the way.
There you go. There you go. He's an admin in the Goons Discord too. Can't wait to hang out in Vegas, dude. I'm really looking forward to it. And once again, we really appreciate you doing this last minute with us. Super excited, guys. If you guys do have a chance to go to a DLC near you, try and get those tickets. It is really worth it. And if you guys are going to Vegas, please come say hi to all three of us. It's gonna be really cool. We look forward to it all. Breezy, do you have any final shout outs? Anything you'd like to say before we call it a day?
I think y'all you did a fantastic job. Thank you so much for just having me on. I love chatting with you guys. It's like just such a good time, and crazy to say that we kind of been around each other for a year now. So I can't wait to meet you for the first time. It's gonna be amazing, and the goons are everywhere, man. They're such a beautiful place, and yeah, I'm just super excited to Vegas. And like you said, if y'all see us, just say hi. It's a good time.
Awesome, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe if you like this content. Once again, check out Why Breezy. Zach Stone, you want to sign us off today?
Always, guys. This has been Lorcana Goons. The podcast is Quest for the Guest, where you can lore for more. See you goons next time.